Hello to all of my BPTV fans, YouTube fans, and new fans. I'm Alan Levine, the Talking Machine, doing my Talking Machine show for the 42nd time. Thanks for watching and thanks for all your great feedback. I have two great guests that you're going to meet right now. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Gina Molinaro.
Giovanni Molinaro.
Giovanni's back for the second time because he's a hero. He raised $5,000 for Special Olympics. I'm personal good friends with his mother. We just finally met instead of seeing each other on Facebook. And she loves the Loose Leaf Green Tea Weather Report. So,
I live for that weather report every day.
Well, we'll start with your mom, Giovanni, since it's great to see her in person.
Likewise.
Where did you grow up at?
I'm originally from Mount Washington, born and
Wow,
raised.
that's interesting.
I lived there for 21, almost 22 years until I got married.
Nice. Where'd you go to school then?
I went to St. Mary's of the Mount.
I know
for
that
grade
place.
school. And then for high school, I went to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. They were Oast Chargers.
Yeah.
I went there for high school. They weren't as popular with the sports then
that
as they
time.
are now.
Well, it changed.
Oh, a lot of it's changed.
And things happen over time. And where do you live now?
Right now, we live in Beechview, in the South Hills area of the city.
I know Beechview. I grew up in Greentree. They wanted me to pitch for the Beechview baseball team. I said, I live in Greentree. They go, we'll work it out.
Oh, yeah, they would have gave you one of their addresses. So we live over on Shady Crest Road.
I know where it's at.
Okay, we live back in there where it's like you either got Shady
There's-
Crest Place, Shady Grove Avenue.
It's like 3 or 4 different streets.
Yeah, like if you make one wrong turn, you're stuck. But we're a dead end, so like for you to get, there's only one way in and one way out.
Wow, I like that. I like that. Well, thank you for your update. What do you do as work right now?
I currently am employed with the city of Pittsburgh. Full-time, I'm a Rec 1 leader. I started out a little over a year ago as part-time.
Yeah.
And they opened a position and I reapplied because you have to go through the whole process all
I know
over
people
again.
that work for the city in many capacities.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And I was lucky that I got chosen for the full-time position, which I absolutely enjoy. I work at Beechview Healthy Active Living Senior Center.
Wow, so you're working with seniors and helping out there.
Yeah, it's really nice. Like we just brought back the hot meals this past May because they
Oh,
were
that's
doing
great.
grab and goes, but they wanted the seniors to be able to congregate a little more. So I mean, it's
Well,
nice.
COVID knocked us all for a loop.
It did,
And you want
know,
to stay healthy, and seniors need different help.
and they're our
things.
most vulnerable.
Yes.
Like I tell them flat out, if you have a sniffle, a cough, a bellyache, don't come.
Good for you.
I mean, I know it probably sounds mean and abrupt, but we got to keep each other protective. My mother can't get the vaccine because she got Guillain-Barré from the flu shot.
Oh, wow.
So she's not allowed to get her pneumonia shot anymore. She's not allowed a flu shot, and her doctors don't want her getting the COVID vaccine because they don't know exactly.
How to react. They didn't test for everything. Like, I had my kidney transplant 3 years ago, and they didn't test anybody. So they didn't know that the anti-remission drugs could wipe out the antibodies.
Right.
So I had 2 shots, and last June and July, I called up to get a test. I had no antibodies. But that time, they approved the booster, so I got that, and that saved my life. And because December of 10th, I caught COVID, even though I was wearing masks and stuff and avoiding people, I caught it.
Oh, I know.
And I had COVID pneumonia.
Oh.
My breathing levels went to the 80s, and I had the monoclonal infusion, and it helped me the next day. 2 hours on it. That afternoon, I felt better.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
That's my story and your story. Good luck on your job, and congrats.
Thank you.
Now, my hero, Giovanni, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. How have you been, Alan?
I've been great. Just celebrated my 11th anniversary doing the Pittsburgh Sports Line. On our banquet, I won 6 awards. So thanks to my BPTV team, we got Corey and Ethan helping us out to make us look good. Look at how
Which is
good we look.
wonderful.
And what have you been up to since I last had you on the show?
Been doing a little bit with Special Olympics. We actually, believe it or not, set up Team Giovanni for the Polar Plunge. That's coming up in 2 months.
You're kidding me.
2 months. February 25th is the Polar Plunge.
How do we raise money for Team Giovanni for the Polar Plunge? What do we have to do?
Go to www.polarplungepittsburgh.com. Go under Teams, Team Giovanni. You can donate or support.
Well, I'm looking for donations from all my close friends on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else. And I want to show you that I'm going to kick it off today with a donation. Here's what I'm donating to my friends. Here's my donation for you.
Thank you.
$100. That's Uncle Ben Franklin on there.
From
to
Uncle Alan Levine.
Yeah, Levine.
Levine, sorry.
That's all right. You're good. But now you got started, and we'll give a shot of how it looks so you know you're on the right page. Because you got to help Giovanni. He's going to do a second Polar Plunge for me because I'm immunocompromised. I can't get cold, and we're going to try to do an interview beforehand to see how nervous and cool he is before he gets cold.
I'm never nervous. Let's just say that. I just jump in, get everybody wet, and jump out.
Get out. Well, you're going to do it twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one for you, and I'll do one for me and one for you.
You are the best. No, that is great. And I know you're working. How's work been going for you?
Going good. Landscaping's slowing down now, so I'm doing part-time with my dad at Paper Products.
Oh, good. So you're trying different things.
Yes.
No, and I know you didn't pass your driver's test.
I did not. I was
But
close.
parallel parking is one of the
Hard.
ones that gets everybody.
I was close.
Well, as long as you're practicing, you got the good karma from the talking machine, you'll pass on the next test. I'm sending the good vibes to you.
They're in my heart.
You got it. You got it. So what's the plan and how does it work going there? Like, how do you prepare? Do you even prepare for the plunge?
All I do is just put my swim trunks on, wait in line, and just jump in.
Just simple as that.
Yeah.
Well, he has the easy part. It's Mom.
What's Mom do? Come on.
Mom is his captain for Team Giovanni. So,
Of course.
Yeah, so I have to like keep promoting it, advertising it.
Yeah.
And then a dear friend of ours that I met through Giovanni and Special Olympics, I don't know if you've met him, Mike Bavino.
No, I didn't. meet Mike.
He'll jump in on our page and he'll get his friends in Washington, D.C. and where else
Oh,
to
so
help
you're going
us.
statewide.
So we're getting it bigger. In fact, last year we ended up raising
$5,000.
over $5,000. It was like $5,600 at the end.
Wow, I'm pumped up.
So I mean,
We can hit 6,000 this year.
well, we put it at 5,000. So, and I know that it's hard with the holidays, and and we're in a recession.
Well, we know inflation's out there,
Yeah.
but who doesn't want to help the young people with Special Olympics?
Well, and it's
right?
not
Please
just,
help.
Exactly, and it's not just for like the little kids. This is adults. This is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's why
I
I'm
mean,
glad you're here to
all
fill in
of
the blanks.
This, they help. They're involved with a lot of adult. They do like a lot of. They have bowling. They have swimming, which he's going to do swimming and bowling. He and I are going to be on a bowling team, even though he doesn't like it.
I love the bowl. I did it for about 15 years. Was on teams of bowling with guys I worked with.
Do you want to do bowling with me, Alan?
Not now, because I'm getting too old. I haven't done it in years.
You're still young.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
I mean,
it.
they have a lot of open activities, and they don't.
And where do you do these activities at?
We are going to start after the holidays.
Sure.
They're on a break right now. I think one is down Princess Lanes in
I
Castine
know Princess
Village.
Lanes. My dad bowled there till he died.
Oh,
he died,
wow.
Yeah, he died 11 years ago at almost 80 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
He was a good bowler. You'd have liked meeting my dad.
Oh, I'm
You think
sure.
I could tell stories? Oh, he's the best.
I'm sure.
May
And
he
then-
smile down on us.
Of course. And then I think the swimming, they practice over at Upper St. Clair High School swimming pool.
I've heard they have a great pool.
I did too. And I believe the coach for it is John Lynch, or he's the instructor.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I'm not
familiar
sure
with
who,
them.
because they have two. They either do Arsenal Bowling Lanes in Lawrenceville, which I think is, oh my goodness.
That's a classic.
It is. And that's on what night of the week is that one? Do you remember? Is that Wednesdays?
What, the swimming?
No, the bowling at Lawrenceville.
I think it's Saturdays.
Well, if we're close, they can check the schedules out. And
I
when
think
you post
it's Donna
stuff,
Westbrook Martin that does the Lawrenceville one.
okay.
but I can't quite remember who's in charge of the.
Guess what? We just want to get the word out that it's not just the polar plunge.
It's not.
It's all year.
It is. And he's actually, he has to do so many speaking engagements about Special
Who
Olympics.
does?
Our man Giovanni.
You're going to go out and speak and talk like I do to people.
Yeah.
You're the best.
See, I wish Jim was more like you.
Well, I'm in my own category. My mother said I was special, and I believed her.
And she was right.
Thank you. She'd be honored. Her name was Gloria, so thank you, Gloria.
Exactly.
And my mom. Definitely. No, so you're going to go out. Why don't you like bowling? Talk to me about
Oh,
that.
I love bowling.
He just doesn't want to bowl with his old mother.
Oh, okay. Well, he's 21, right?
23.
You're 23. I thought you were only 21.
He's going to be 24. I'm old.
No, you're young. Look at your hair compared to mine. Mine was dark like yours.
You know,
That's big. Hair color does it all. Trust me.
I grew up with 3 sisters and a daughter, so I know that stuff.
Alan,
That's what happened to my dad. He had 1 sister, but he had 2 daughters and my mom, so
Yeah, you understand.
I understand.
Alan, I don't want to lie, but I'm actually an old man. I looked at myself in the mirror this morning and I got old.
What happened?
My hair started turning gray and
Oh my goodness, you have 1 white hair in your head.
I'm getting older.
Well, don't pull it out. I always pulled out a dark hair because they say you get 3 for 1. So I figured you could overwhelm it. I'm just half kidding.
No, but you know what? My grandmother used to tell me, don't pluck your white hair. You're going to end up with a full head of hair. Who believed Graham? Now I'm like, oh my goodness, she was right.
They know. They know some things. Hey, 1 hair is not bad. Before my son went in the Navy at like 23 or something, he had a gray hair. It just popped out and then it's gone. He still has dark brown hair, although he's losing his hair. He goes, why did I take after Mom's dad? So he goes, I wanted your hair. He tells me every week I need a haircut. So you're doing good, Giovanni, even though you're old. You've never been this old before.
Nope,
been
this is a
old.
whole new experience
Yeah,
for you.
it's part of life, and look what you've done already. So I'm a fan of yours.
Well, thank you.
And what are you going to talk about when you do that? Like, tell the folks what you want to put out there. This will be a practice speech for you
I
with
wanna
the
put out-
Special Olympics.
I
Go
want
ahead.
more people to be participating of Special Olympics, do the polar plunge,
And what else?
Donate.
donating.
Yes, that's a key. We want you to donate. That's why I'm doing this on a show. I call it Shameless Promotions for Something Good. He's living proof $5,600 last year. Your mother gave us the update. I was belittling you, calling you only 5K.
That's okay.
Here you got 5,600, and I got you started, so you build on that. All right. Now,
And thank you.
you're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
We appreciate it, believe me. It's for a good cause. And
Oh,
they're one
yeah.
of the I give to certain charities.
Me too. Like my mother died of Alzheimer's.
Okay.
My dad had heart disease, so you can figure out where I'm donating.
Right. My favorite, I shouldn't say it's my favorite.
ahead.
I give to St. Jude's for the kids
They
with
do
cancer.
great things.
They really do. I give to them. I give to Susan G. Komen.
Yeah. Being a woman, I understand that.
And I give to Special Olympics. I wish I could give to more charities, but
Hey, the dollar only stretches so far,
exactly.
and we do what we can, and
And
that's
they
why.
appreciate whether it's $2 or $200.
Well, here, I'll put it out there for everybody watching the show. Once you go to Team Giovanni, if you can afford $1 or you can afford more, he'll take $1.
Exactly.
And we appreciate it, and I want to thank you all in advance for trying to help out, because this is part of what we want to do. And we can help others.
Exactly.
You can change somebody's life around.
You're living proof of that.
Did he ever tell you the story on how he even got involved?
I don't think so. I don't think we covered it. Mama, we need your input.
So he was in high school, and
Okay.
his teacher called me. I have this great idea. I really think Giovanni would be a perfect fit. And I'm like, okay, what's your idea?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to partner up with Special Olympics. We're going to do unified track. I said, he's doing it. He come home. I can't believe you're going to make me do this. Oh, this is not fair. The weather's nice. I said, listen, if you want to cut grass, you're going to do this track.
I
And
like your style, Mama.
And I pushed him, and that's how, because he's not an athlete by any means.
What do you mean?
He just, like
Just
they
a-
wanted him to wrestle in high school, play football. He wasn't interested.
Well, not everybody's into that.
Right.
Like
you know,
I grew up in an athletic family, and with a dad as a basketball referee, and uncle was
Okay.
on the first pro basketball team before the NBA.
Oh, wow, I
How
never
about
knew
this? He
that.
was on the Pittsburgh Raiders in 1945 before the pro NBA started.
oh my goodness, I never knew that.
Yeah, so that's how it's in my blood.
Right. And my
So-
husband, he was on his way to a college scholarship with football, but he hurt his leg. He tore his hamstring or
Oh.
something. Yeah, and that was,
Tell us your husband's name.
his name is John.
We can say hi to John, because when he watches this, we didn't forget him either.
Exactly.
There's some people I would like to mention.
Who?
Aunt Gina Felino and Uncle Eddie Felino.
Okay.
Father
Say their
Sim-
names and who they are.
my aunt and Uncle Ed and Gina Felino. Father Samir Core Bishop Michael.
They're
Olivia.
Olivia's our new little dog. That was his Christmas gift.
I know, she's a cutie. What kind of dog is she?
A Chowini.
She's a cross between a Chihuahua and a little weenie.
No way, I never heard of that.
Neither did I.
She's so cute.
She's tiny, which is perfect because our house is a ranch.
Right, I understand. I grew up in a ranch and live in a ranch now.
And believe me, it's nice when it's you or just you and your husband. Once you start having kids and then pets, it's like, yeah, okay, we need a bigger house.
No, I understand. Well, shout out to your son, your other son.
Shout out to my son, Nick, who also supports his brother in everything he does.
Hi.
Yeah, you didn't even mention Nick. Come on.
Yeah, what kind of big brother are you?
I thought you were gonna mention him.
No, he's your brother.
We're filming, so argue nice.
Yes,
We do this like we're talking on a sofa.
exactly. Like, we've known each other forever, and we're like, hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, no, why not?
Exactly.
Who else do you want to put out
My
there?
grandparents, my aunt from Italy,
Well,
my
hold
cousin
it. We don't know who your grandparents are. Do they have names?
Gina and Paula, my aunt,
Aunt Chrissy.
Aunt Susan, Uncle Joe.
You just name your whole family. This show's about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Christina, Jim, Luna, Dot, Kit,
they're
Gay.
her dogs.
Oh, okay. We got dogs too. Make sure you specify a dog.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Did you forget anybody?
All my all my customers I cut the grass for: Scott, Robin, Noel Baker, Rich Bodity.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You got enough in?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is for you. What are you going to do in the future? Like,
I want to open a business,
what do you want to do?
a landscaping business, to help kids with special needs.
He wants to hire like-minded people like him
Yeah.
that are interested and hire them to do the trade, like, not
Yeah,
really.
cut grass.
Cut grass, rake leaves. If the weather's bad enough, shovel snow.
Whoa, even shoveling snow.
Yeah.
He wants to
We
expand
needed
it.
that. A little
So
bit. No,
he's-
that is great.
So we've been in talks with people from Achieva as well as Special Olympics.
Sure. Oh,
To
they'll
get
even help
things-
like that.
Oh yeah,
So there's a great community to help people with special needs.
there really is.
And that's what I want to put out there, how great they are. The chief of police, Scott Eric, was on my show. And
He's
he
amazing.
does amazing stuff. Even though he's not the chief anymore, I think he's working for the FBI. He
He
retired.
is.
And he's a great friend of mine. He does great things. He supports the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation because poor Joey died of brain cancer.
Okay.
And I promote that on my talk show, my Sportsline show, every show. Stay Joey Strong. He's there. He was there for that, their 5K 1 mile run. So he supports many different communities that need help.
He's very charitable with Special Olympics.
Oh, he is.
I
He had
mean-
a great guest for me that was in the Olympics in China with Special Olympics. He
Okay.
was a golfer. I forget his name, maybe Mike or something, but he was a golfer and he lived in Brookline.
Okay.
And I had him on. So I'm already ready for you and others. It's no
Believe it or
problem.
not, he actually does the polar plunge, Officer Schubert.
He invited me to it, and I told him it was right after I had my transplant. And I asked if I could be out in the cold for a length of time. They told me limit your exposure to cold because my immune system's getting destroyed. I can get sick very easily.
Oh
So
yes, you
that's
have
what
to.
I have to watch. So I'm like your mother.
Exactly,
in a
you
sense.
have
Even
to
though
be
I'm
careful.
protected and I'm healthy and I'm doing well. I'm actually excellent, but I
You
have
still
that.
have to you always have to be extra careful with health issues.
Right, we
because
got
you
to be
don't know.
vigilant. When you have your health, it means everything. When you don't, look at what people complain about. So
Exactly.
just try to stay healthy, no matter
Stay
what.
healthy
Stay
and
safe,
be
all of you.
positive, obviously.
And this is my last Talking Machine show of the year. So it's it for 2022. We plan on doing shows next year. My first guest is a longtime friend of mine, Rachel Ann Bouvier.
Okay.
So stay tuned for her. She'll be on January 11th. But we still got more time. Let me just check. We got about 8 minutes. You think you can fill it up talking about Special Olympics and how the day goes and where it's even located at? We got to tell them.
Believe it or not, Special Olympics is around all the schools. There's one in Cedar Regional Point.
Okay.
Okay, good point.
Our workers, some of them are in Washington, D.C. Matt Aaron, Mike Bavino, Andrew Fee, who's with us, and
Yeah.
Jesse.
Andrew Fido's here in Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Along with
he's
Jesse.
he's covering them all, so they're around. Okay, now where is the plunge at?
It's actually done in Heinz Field.
Well, they call it Acrisure now.
Acrisure.
Acrisure Stadium. Yeah, they bought it out, the naming rights. Heinz lost the rights, so it's Acrisure. People hate the name of it because, you know, we love our old names and things like that. I still like Three River Stadium, but
So
that's
do
just
I. I
me.
cried when it flew up. I was a little, I remember. I
I
cried.
saw when it
So
blew up.
So we'll be down there. It'll be February.
Where at when you're there at the stadium? Where does it happen at?
In front of the.
It's not inside.
No, it's
No,
outside.
you're
That's
not
what I
on the
wanted to
grass.
clarify, that they have the gates and the cement all outside.
Yeah.
What gate is it near? Do you know?
I think Gate A.
I think it's Gate A.
I trust you because if you would have seen a big A like for Al, then you know what it is. And I know where that gate is because we're going to try to do an interview before my polar plunge hero dives in.
Yes, you're seeing a dry version of me now. Wait till February when you see the wet version of me.
Whoa, well, we're hoping to see it twice.
That's right. I made a promise to you I'll do it twice.
Well, that's why
And
I
he will.
donated.
He won't break his promise.
He told me he's like that, so I
He
put him to
is.
the test.
No, he really is.
I got faith in my man here.
There you go.
And about how many people roughly do you think are there? Have you heard?
There's got to be
500, 1,000?
in the
couple
thousand,
thousand?
couple thousand for sure.
It's crowded then.
It's almost like you're tailgating for a concert or a game.
Oh, you're kidding. Well,
It's-
then there could be thousands.
Oh yeah, I mean like, and people will bring grills and, I mean like they make a whole day out of it. It's like once he plunges, I want to go. I'm freezing already,
You told me about that, so yes.
and the water's not very warm, and
Well, hence the polar plunge. So they probably make sure the water's in there the day before or so. So
well
if
they
it's cold-
actually, and it's really crazy. The day before that they plunge, they have the high school kids
And middle school kids.
and middle school kids that are involved. They have them go and plunge in the water.
You're kidding.
No, so
serious.
they'll go the Friday before, and then that Saturday it'll be his turn to
So
plunge
it's
with
like
everybody.
whoever's doing the polar plunge, maybe family, friends,
Anybody
there, and then you can come there and support people, right? Like you and others.
Oh yeah,
So we got thousands of people potentially there.
exactly.
No, what a day. I'm excited. I'm going to try to be there if we can get somebody on camera that day.
I'm trying to get Sarah Roque to come in and do it.
Ah, she's the best.
I don't know if she'll come in. She
Well,
won't
she's-
jump. She's in
she's-
Canada.
Yeah, she is in Canada. We're good friends. I've been friends with her for years. Great person.
She's wonderful. I met her through him.
Maybe we can get Smoking Jim to do it.
He can't swim.
I'll rescue him. I'll jump in and.
He
They
won't even get to that point.
and you know they really do have a dive team in there in case
Well,
they have to fish somebody out.
well, sure, if the cold shocks somebody so much. Like he's big and he got some insulation.
Oh, I know.
He can protect himself there.
I'm actually-
No offense meant.
No
You know,
worry.
we're all different sizes.
Right, everybody at work, because they're saying they're cool. I tell them, touch my arms. I'm warm. I'm just warm.
He's all, but you know what? He's always like that.
He's warm.
That's
You got it official here.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad that we got here and got to explain things. We're getting down to the last few minutes. What do you want people to do right now?
I want people to donate, take their time, or even join doing the polar plunge to help somebody in need.
Can they volunteer to do the plunge by Team Giovanni. Can they say on there?
Yes.
All right, a couple of you guys that I know you go do these polar plunges in the river for nothing, help out Team Giovanni. You can show support. Anybody that's in pretty good health that won't be at risk, for any of you at risk, just come out, bundle up, give a donation, give a slap on the back to Giovanni and Gina, and they'll accept that.
Exactly.
How's
Exactly.
that?
Absolutely.
No, and we're winding it down. Let me see. We got about 3 minutes. What will one of your speeches be like? Have you thought about what you're going to do with a speech?
I've done a few speeches already.
You didn't. This is a surprise, and give me one of your speeches.
One.
Yeah, just
Go ahead,
one.
tell 'em
What's
your
one of your
speech.
recent speeches you've done?
I just did-
Where was it? And then tell me about it.
Beechview Library.
I like that. It's nearby.
Yeah.
And
My aunt from Canada, my aunt from Italy was here, my Aunt Melina.
that is so cool.
Yes.
All right, now what was the speech? Because we want to hear it here because we need to be inspired at the end of this.
Tell them your speech.
Lay the speech out there.
Hello, my name is Giovanni Molinaro. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm a global messenger for Special Olympics, which means I'm here to promote Special Olympics and share my stories to all of you. In my 9th grade year, I heard about the unified track for Special Olympics. I don't care for sports at all, but I thought I would try something new, so I'm glad I did. I fell in love with it. I participated in the 100-meter dash. In 2015, we won states. Since leaving high school, I wanted to continue supporting Special Olympics. This year, I have raised over $5,000. I felt very proud of myself. On behalf of Special Olympics and myself, I would like to thank all of you. Today, I'm here to ask for your help for Special Olympics. Participation is free. So go to www.specialolympicspa.org. On the top right, click and support today. You could change somebody's life around.
Very good, Giovanni. Now tell them what page they got to like.
Team Giovanni.
I'm glad we mentioned it a few times because being old, I need you to repeat stuff.
You're still young, Gallon. You're still young.
Oh, I think young, but I know the calendar doesn't lie, you know, because I see it each year. It keeps coming up and passing me up, but I'm here to talk about it. I'm pumped up for you. Your speech is so great. He used no notes. He just knew
memory
it.
based.
And that is so great. That's why I respect you. You're not afraid.
No.
And so what if you don't like sports?
Yeah.
I tell people about 10% of the people in Pittsburgh don't like sports, so they go to the theater, they go shopping, they go see movies, they go visit family, and then they do the polar plunge.
My cousin who's 8 years old wants to do the polar plunge. I'm trying to get my few cousins to do it.
Well, you got a nice family. Tell them to help me out.
Yeah.
Help a brother out.
Yeah.
Right? No, you can do that. All right, we know we got about a minute left. Did we forget anything or did I miss anything?
No.
Nothing at all.
So I did a good job for you.
Yep.
You did a fantastic job. I'll make
Happy-
you an honorary Italian.
Happy New Year to
Whoa,
everybody.
I grew up with all Italians and Greentrees. Floriolis, DeMeos, Russos,
Okay.
Piccininis,
Okay.
Strategos, you name it.
Okay. They used to have Strategos Catering.
Yeah,
Done.
my uncle in McKeesport actually worked for them.
Okay.
It's a small world. He just passed away at 83, so
oh,
may
I'm so
rest in
sorry
peace.
for your loss. May you
Yeah.
rest.
Hey, that's the only way we get out of here. We covered everything for, let me mention it again, Team Giovanni. Go there and find them. You saw how to find it. Giovanni told you how many times because I forced him to do it, and he willingly did it all. So thank you for being great guests.
Thank you for having us. And
Oh,
it was
you're so welcome.
It was wonderful to finally meet you in person.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy
And may your
everything.
best year be 2023. And thank you so much for watching my shows. I appreciate it. I love all the feedback you give, good or bad. I can take it. And we'll have the next show January 11th, 2023. Take care. Happy New Year.